Have you ever found out the person you trusted most was lying to you? I did, today. My name is Zara, and the woman I called mother for 25 years is not my real mother. I found the truth in a hospital room, after my surgery. It started with a piece of paper from the nurse. It was a diagnosis report with my name. But the blood type on the paper was wrong. My mother always told me I had type O blood. This paper said I have type AB. How can that be? I asked the nurse. She looked scared and whispered, "There is a note in your file." A secret note. My heart began to beat fast. What secret was she hiding? I knew then that my whole life was a lie. My name is Zara. 25 years ago, 2 women made a blood oath in this very hospital. One was my real mother, Elif. She was very sick after my birth. The other was the woman I now call mother, Layla. Elif knew she was dying. She begged Layla, "Please, take care of my daughter. Tell her I am her mother. Protect her." Layla promised. She cut her finger and Elif cut hers. They mixed their blood and swore an oath. Layla would be my mother. She would love me and never tell me the truth. I did not know any of this. I grew up thinking Layla was my biological mother. She was kind. She made me breakfast every morning. She helped me with my homework. She was the best mother a girl could want. But now, in this hospital bed after my appendix surgery, the nurse gave me the wrong file. A file with a note from 25 years ago. The note said, "The baby's real mother is Elif Yilmaz. Adoptive mother is Layla Kaya. Keep this secret." I felt the room spin. My treatment was for my appendix, but my real symptom was a broken heart. The person I trusted most had lied to me every single day. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. But most of all, I wanted to know why. I called Layla. "Mother, please come to the hospital. Now." My voice was cold. She must have heard something in my tone because she came in less than an hour. When she walked into my room, I saw her face. She looked at the paper in my hand and her eyes went wide with fear. She knew. She knew I had discovered her secret. "Why?" I asked. My voice was shaking. "Why did you lie to me?" Layla sat down slowly. Tears filled her eyes. "Zara, my love, please listen to me." "No." I shouted. "No more lies. Who is Elif Yilmaz? Is she my real mother?" Layla nodded. A tear fell down her cheek. "Yes. Elif was my best friend. She was very sick. She had a rare disease. There was no treatment. She was dying after giving birth to you." The room felt cold. The ambulance siren wailed outside, but the real emergency was in my heart. "She made me promise," Layla whispered. "She made me swear a blood oath to be your mother. To love you as my own. But you are not my own." I cried. "You are not my mother. You lied about my birth, my name, my blood, everything." Layla reached for my hand, but I pulled away. I did it for love, she said. I loved Elif. And I loved you from the first moment I held you. You were so small. So perfect. I could not tell you the truth. I was afraid you would stop loving me. I looked at her. The woman who raised me. The woman who sang me to sleep. The woman who was never my mother. Where is Elif now? I asked. My voice was flat. Dead. Layla wiped her tears. She died 3 days after your birth. She is buried in the city cemetery. My real mother was dead. And I never even knew her name. I want to see her grave, I said. I want to know who she was. Layla nodded. I will take you. But first, you must finish your recovery. The doctor said you need rest. I turned away from her. I did not want her help. I did not want her love. The blood oath was broken. My trust was shattered. I was alone. Or so I thought. Later that night, a nurse came to check on me. She looked nervous. Miss Zara, there is someone here to see you. A man. He says he is your uncle. My heart stopped. I had an uncle. Elif had a brother. The nurse stepped aside, and a tall man with silver hair walked into the room. His eyes were red, like he had been crying for years. Zara, he said, his voice cracking. I am Kamal. I am your mother's brother. I have been looking for you for 25 years. I stared at Kamal. He had my eyes. The same deep brown eyes I saw in the mirror every morning. You have her face, he said, smiling through tears. Elif's face. He sat down and told me everything. Elif was a doctor. A good one. She worked in this very hospital. She saved many lives, but could not save her own. She knew she was dying, Kamal said. She did not want you to grow up knowing your mother was sick. She wanted you to have a happy life. So she gave you to Layla. But why the secret? I asked. Why not tell me when I was older? Kamal looked down. Layla and Elif made the oath. An oath is sacred. To break it would dishonor Elif's last wish. Layla was afraid. She thought the truth would destroy you. I thought about my life. All the birthdays, the school plays, the first day of university. Layla was there for all of it. She was my mother in every way that matters. Except one. She was not my blood. Your mother loved you more than anything, Kamal said. She wrote you letters. One for every birthday, up to your 18th. Layla was supposed to give them to you. My breath caught in my throat. Letters. Where are they? Kamal pulled a small box from his bag. It was old, with a faded red ribbon. Layla gave them to me last year. She said you were old enough now. She was waiting for the right time. I opened the box. Inside were 18 envelopes, each marked with a number. I picked up the first one. It said, "To my darling Zara, on your first birthday." I started to cry. My real mother had thought of me every year. She had written to me from her deathbed. I looked at Kamal. Does Layla know you are here? He nodded. She asked me to come. She said it was time. The woman who raised me was not my mother. But she had kept her oath. She had loved me. And now, she was giving me the truth. I heard footsteps in the hallway. Slow, heavy footsteps. The door opened. It was Layla. She looked at me, then at the letters in my hands. Zara, she whispered. Can you ever forgive me? I looked at Layla, the woman who had given up her own life to be my mother. The woman who had kept a dying friend's promise for 25 years. The woman who was afraid every single day that I would find out and stop loving her. Come here, I said. She walked to my bed slowly. I took her hand. You are my mother, I told her. Blood does not make a family. Love does. You loved me every day. You protected me. You sacrificed for me. That is what a real mother does. Layla broke down crying. She hugged me so tight I could barely breathe. Kamal stood by the window, smiling. He had found his sister's daughter. And I had found a mother, an uncle, and the truth. The lesson is this: family is not just about blood. The people who choose to love you, who stay with you through the hardest times, who sacrifice everything for your happiness, they are your real family. A broken oath can be healed with truth. A broken heart can be healed with forgiveness. I left the hospital a week later. I went to the cemetery with Layla and Kamal. We put flowers on Elif's grave. I whispered, "Thank you, Mama, for giving me life. For giving me Layla." The wind blew softly, and for a moment, I felt like she was smiling.